Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Daily Walk with Lance, where I take my Bible verse of the day and I share it with y'all. I should have got a drink before I started this. Today, my Bible verse, it was literally 2 words, but it got me into the book that I'm going to share with y'all today. My verse was 1 Thessalonians 5:16, which is just rejoice for evermore. And so, since it was 2 letters, I went to the book and I got the greater context of what was going on. And so I am going for September 26th. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verses 1 through 3. And this is a letter from the Apostle Paul to the church in Thessalonica, or Thessalonians. I'm sorry, I had one of those words I struggle with. But basically, it's like northeast Greece. It's up by like, if you know Greece, it's up by like Berea and Sparta, like that northeast corner. And it says, now, okay, let me start this. It's 1 Thessalonians 5, 1 through 3. It says, now, brothers and sisters, about times and dates we do not need to write to you, for you know very well that the day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night. While people are saying peace and safety, destruction will come on them suddenly as labor pains on a pregnant woman, and they will not escape. And that is 1 Thessalonians 5, 1 through 3. And like I said, this is a letter from the Apostle Paul to the church in Thessalonica, which is in Greece. And if you know anything about Greece, they were into major like mythology and the stars. So it would make sense that they would be kind of fascinated with the coming of the Lord and coming down out of the heavens. Because it kind of it doesn't touch on their mythology, but it's like, oh, now we see where the mythologists created this from. And so they wanted to know more. And Paul wrote to them, and basically he's giving them the confidence of that truly nobody knows. God is the only person that knows, Yahweh. Yeshua doesn't know, the Holy Spirit doesn't know, the angels don't know, no man knows, no woman knows, nobody knows except for Yahweh. And so the Apostle Paul is like, hey, I recognize that you are who you are, and you're going to be curious about things. But I'm here to tell you that we mean it when we say like a thief in the night and nobody knows. We will have an idea because of traditions and historical prophecies that are coming to fruition in modern days and stuff like that. But nobody knows the day, the hour, the minute. Like you will be able to know the season, but you won't be able to know anything more. Now, when the tribulation starts, that creates a very specific time frame, but that's after the day of the Lord. You know what I mean? So the day of the Lord is a very specific day that nobody knows, and nobody's gonna know. So any preacher, prophet, anybody who comes on this app or phone or service, anybody who says they know the exact day or anything more specific than like the season or the year, or not even the year really, it's the season. So you don't even really know the exact year, especially since our calendars have changed. If you don't know about our calendars changing, I would just Google the 13-month calendar. A lot of modern days change some things, and I think that's part of why nobody would know the time of the day. It's because God knew that we would mess with the calendar, or that the devil would mess with the calendar, and try to confuse people. So this is the one thing we won't ever know. When that day that the Lord's coming back, just be prepared for it to be today. Don't prepare for it to be tomorrow. Don't prepare for it to be next year. Prepare for it to be today. Because if you are prepared today, it doesn't matter when it comes. It doesn't matter when your specific time comes, because you're ready. So get back into the Word today. Get ready for Christ to come today, and go to the gym today, or go find a gym today. Our bodies are the temple of Christ. We should take care of them. And I'm the first one to say I'm lazy, and that's why I joined the gym, because I'm trying to destroy the laziness in me. For the people that knew me, or the people that didn't know me, I weighed about 300 pounds at one point, and that was kind of like the wake-up call. And I'm about 233 right now, so I've come a long way. But I'm still obese. I'm still overweight. I still have more weight to lose. So remember, especially fellas, it's your job to protect the innocent, no matter what. So how can you protect any innocence if you are out of shape, overweight, and it's your choice? Like, there's very few people who are like so sick that like they're gonna be a little overweight because they're so sick, and that's different. But that's like 1%, okay? 1%, maybe 2. So the rest of y'all, get in the gym. I'm telling you, get in the gym. You don't want to be caught in one of these situations, no matter which side you're on. If one of these mass PQs happens, you want to be able to get out of there, no matter what side you're on. So get in shape, get in the gym, get in the Word, prepare the way. Alright, y'all, if you like this video, please drop me a follow, share it with your friends, and like the video. That's the way the algorithm helps us grow. That's the way the algorithm spreads our word. So if you would help us out with the algorithm by liking and sharing and following. We don't say that just to be grifters. We say that because, you know, when the social media companies tell you how their app works, listen. You know what I mean? So I will catch y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna go work out. Peace.